Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus, and current one, Lesetja Kganyago. Internationally, Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is Unisa's Science Campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. Unisa has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating her vision, the new Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, the first black woman to be appointed at the helm of Unisa, Professor Puleng Linkabola, shared that Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine Studies. As a discipline, Marine Studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and Aeronautical Studies. Aviation and Aeronautical Studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive Studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy Studies. Unisa's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. Space Studies and Square Kilometer Array. Unisa has been extensively involved in the $1 billion Square Kilometer Array project since 2012. The Unisa Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The fourth industrial revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems, involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural Sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, Unisa's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or Pharmaceutical Studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise in the field of health and pharmaceutical studies. The UNESCO Unisa Africa Chair in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology is leading the international research into the nano-delivery of medicinal drugs, including African herbal medicine. The College of Law offers an elective undergraduate model on medical law. Feminist, Womanist, Wusadi Theorizations. In the College of Human Sciences, the Institute for Gender Studies, the College of Education and the Graduate School of Business all contribute to the interdisciplinary research into eliminating gender-based violence, homophobia and transphobia, and discrimination against women in the workplace and the political arena. The Institute also uses education about gender as an effective way to achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women. Student support and co-curricular activities. Unisa is uniquely placed to offer creative and radically innovative ways of enhancing student support. Unisa's College of Graduate Studies has developed a whole range of training programs to assist and encourage students. The Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities promotes the principle of access for success, and the Student Development Division provides students with social support and leadership development services. These niche areas find expression in the rich tapestry of our
By virtue of the powers vested in me as acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. May we have a moment of silence. Thank you. You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ramahwai Mahano. I am serving in the interim as Vice Principal, giving oversight to a portfolio referred to as institutional development. But my substantive position is that of the Executive Dean of the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. My task this morning is the most hospitable one and quite pleasant task, that of welcoming you to this auspicious event, an event in which we celebrate the accomplishments of our students who are graduating this morning. And as I welcome you to this wonderful event, I wish to indicate that I'm doing so on behalf of the Chancellor of our university and the former state president of our country, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Principal and Vice Chancellor of our university, Professor Puleng Lenkabula, the Council of the university led by the Chairperson, Dr. Dan Musia. On behalf of this leadership and the associated structures of the university, we wish to express our deep sense of appreciation to the accomplishments of our graduates, as well as to welcome the parents, the spouses, members of the relatives, friends, and the children who are accompanying our graduates this morning. To you, our graduates, it is our desire that the moment of success that you are experiencing this morning should spawn many other successes. It should not signal the end of success in your life. And the reason we are excited as a university is because yet again, we are delivering to the skills economy of our country, the knowledge and the skills economy of our country, a cohort of men and women who immerse themselves in the various disciplines that they've been studying for the past period. That is a wonderful attainment for us as an organization which delivers its mandate around higher education. Let me indicate, as I welcome you, that this ceremony is hosted in accordance with the higher education traditions of celebrating the completion and the fulfillment of the requirements entailed in the programs offered by institutions in higher education. And as I've indicated, this event is fully endorsed by the leadership of this university. In this ceremony, 312 diplomas and certificates will be issued. But the Office of the Registrar informs us, reliably so, that by the end of these autumn graduation ceremonies, which is contemplated to be around the first week of the month of June, in excess of 40,000 students would have graduated. I thought you would be excited. Because there is no university in South Africa, there is no university in the entire continent of Africa, and even in other continents, which actually performs at the level that this organization, your university, is performing. So this is a wonderful and phenomenal accomplishment by the University of South Africa. Mind you, the figure that I've just shared with you, right, is a figure of graduates who will graduate only in the autumn graduation ceremonies. We still have the spring graduation ceremonies in the month of September and October. So that indicates that by the end of the year, this university would have graduated in excess of 60,000 graduates. And I'm deliberately citing these figures in an effort to indicate to you that this university is actually executing its mandate without fail. And of course, this university is actually maintaining high standards. I wish to indicate at this stage that the education that you acquire and have acquired at this university is second to none. Can I repeat that? The education that you receive at Unisa is literally second to none. What matters the most is what do you do with the knowledge that you have amassed over your period of study. What do you do with it? That depends entirely on you. This institution maintains high standard. It actually rubs shoulders with universities that are in the lead globally. Just last week, we hosted a delegation from Yonsei University in South Korea who came to forge partnerships with our university because of the standards that are maintained at this university. So I just wanted to preemptively say that to you, particularly the graduates, that you should actually be proud about your accomplishments without any form of reservation. You should actually walk tall and delight in yourself for having stood the entire course up until this end. For me to officiate over this ceremony, I am accompanied by colleagues who are representing various divisions of our university. The office of the registrar is represented by Me Nancy Songo, and we want to appreciate her presence. And from the different colleges of our university, from the College of Science, Engineering and Technology, we have Professor M. Kumalo, who is heading the Department of Mathematics, and we have Professor C. Staden, who is the head of Academic Quality Assurance and Enhancement, and we have Professor Johnston, who is the head of Research and Postgraduate Studies. From the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, we have Professor Ndanganizeni Mapodi, who is the Deputy Executive Dean of the college, and we have Professor Dr. Nenwini, who is the head of the Department of Geography, and we have also Dr. Radingwana, who is a senior lecturer in the department. From the College of Education, we have Dr. Hanaway, who is giving oversight to the program qualification mix, shortly known as PQM of the college. And we also have Professor R.B. Munyai, who is the head of research and postgraduate studies in the college. Of course, we have supervisors of our doctoral candidates. These are men and women who guided our doctoral students to meet the full requirements of delivering their thesis and also passing the examination by the various examiners, both nationally and internationally. That's very important to know that their passing is determined by academics nationally as well as internationally. And it is very important that we recognize these supervisors for the sterling work they have done. Notably here we have Professor Malek Maza, and we have Professor E.N. Ngumalo, Professor J.H. Cruze, and Professor F.K. Mulenga. These are the professors who guided our doctoral candidates to complete their research and their thesis. Ladies and gentlemen, for an event of this magnitude to flow seamlessly, there are men and women who always work behind the scenes, and many of them we do not get to see them. But they are doing phenomenal work, and it is important that despite them featuring in our programs, that we pay special tribute to the service they are rendering. And here I want to acknowledge and appreciate colleagues who are in the graduation division of our university. These colleagues accord themselves with absolute distinction in terms of what they do. On a daily basis, we run 3 ceremonies. This ceremony will be followed by 2 other ceremonies that are big. And it is this team that ensures that each student is properly allocated to his or her seat, and even the sequence of the certificates is accordingly arranged. So we want to say to them many thanks for the kind of work that you do. And also we have colleagues who are in the multimedia, and they belong to the Department of Institutional Advancement. As the ceremony is underway, it is actually streamed live on YouTube and many other platforms. And this demonstrates the value that we place on an event of this kind. Also, colleagues who are academics and have reserved time to come and support you, they have actually formed the procession. They are members of the procession this morning. We wish to applaud them and to express our deep sense of appreciation to them for having reserved time to lend support to you. And also there are colleagues, when you step out, you'll see that there are ambulances for any eventuality that we don't desire to happen, so that we take care of unforeseen circumstances. Now, all these people, including people who make sure that this venue is clean, and some are in the protection service of the university. These are people who have been directing you, indicating where you should park when you drove into the campus, etc., ensuring that we are safe. We want to say to all of them, we are truly, truly grateful to the quality service that they are rendering to our university. Also, we want to appreciate Dr. Isabel van Resbeck, the organist. When you came into this auditorium, you were actually ushered with beautiful musical renditions. She always serenades our graduation ceremonies with wonderful musical renditions, and we want to appreciate her services. Ladies and gentlemen, as I wind up on my concluding remarks, there are 3 announcements that I want to make, which should not be compromised. You may fail to do any other thing, but not these 3 announcements that I'm going to make. The first one is that your cell phone should be put on silent mode. Should I repeat that one? Your cell phone should be put on silent mode. If technology is above your comprehension, you are at liberty to ask somebody who is sitting next to you to assist you. we will allow you to do that now and now only. The second announcement is simply to remind you that this is a celebration. And in the African context, when we celebrate, we ululate, we demonstrate our excitement by shouting our recitals, our praises. We even dance in the African context. Now, I want to say to you, ululate if you so wish, recite your recitals and praises if you so wish. You may dance if you so wish. However, there is a restriction that must be observed without fail. Each and every student or graduate deserves to have his or her name being announced without interruption. Now, for an example, if the graduate's surname is Mulap, and your child or your daughter who just graduated is Mukwena, do not contaminate the Mulapo praises with the Mukwena praises. Make sure that you limit yourself to your daughter, to your son, and you end. We don't want to call you to order, because if you become excessive, you will be disorderly. That announcement must be adhered to without fail. The last announcement is that you, the graduates, once you have traversed the stage, and you have to do that confidently because this red carpet was hired specifically for you. But once you have done that, please follow the guidance that will be given to you, the route that will be indicated to you to move out of this part of the auditorium, right? And you must do so swiftly and return to your seat. You don't get your certificate and you leave. You can only leave at the end of the ceremony. Even the 314th candidate deserves to graduate before a full audience. You must be ethical. You receive your certificate in front of everybody, a full auditorium, but you want to leave and compromise the ceremony for other candidates. That is not right. So let us adhere to those three announcements without fail. Ladies and gentlemen, graduation is a beautiful and fulfilling event. And it is an event that is saturated with excitement and hope. Because in it, we're looking at living examples of people who started a journey and completed it phenomenally. And for that, we would want to congratulate you. And I want to invite all of you to sit and relax, to enjoy the proceedings. Welcome, and make sure that we imbibe every strength and every modicum of hope out of these proceedings. You are welcomed. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chancellor's address will be delivered by Professor S.J. Johnston. Professor Johnston is a professor of mathematics in the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. She completed her BCom degree, followed by a BSc honors degree at the University of Witwatersrand. Because of her insatiable appetite for education, she proceeded to complete a master's degree and a Doctor of Philosophy degree in mathematics, still at the University of Witwatersrand. She is currently the head of research and postgraduate studies in the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. It is my pleasure to invite Professor Johnston to deliver the Chancellor's address.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Vice Principals, Registrar, Deans of Colleges and Office Bearers present, members of managerial, academic, administrative staff, alumni, ladies and gentlemen, most importantly, graduating class of 2024, your parents, families, friends, and loved ones. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be here this morning to celebrate your success with you and to share in one of the most important achievements of your lives so far, your graduation from one of the finest universities in South Africa. I love graduations. They're so important. They're a formal tribute to the hard work, sleepless nights, lost weekends, and sheer determination that goes into studying. Graduations are the proof to friends and families that you were actually working and not fooling around, surfing Facebook and tweeting late into the night. Graduations are acknowledgement of the ultimate achievement and the stepping stone to the next chapter of your life. More than 60,000 students will obtain degrees and diplomas this year. Each one of you has something very special that you're taking with you that graduates from other universities do not have. You got your degree at Unisa. What does that mean? Unisa is the biggest open distance learning university in Africa and the third biggest in the world. It's also the oldest dedicated distance education institution on the planet, with more than 150 years of proud history, and you will join the ranks of almost 1 million Unisa graduates. Just think about that. What an achievement to follow in the footsteps of so many great alumni. Studying from a distance is not new. As far back as the ancient Greeks and Romans, adults learned through private study and tested their ideas in public discussion and debate. The culture of the times shaped learning to mean that students should be able to quote extensively and at will from all the major classical works, and to be able to debate the meanings of these passages and link the argument to the issue at hand. Adult education at these times used letters to exchange ideas among scholars and books to share ideas amongst a readership. In ancient China, there was much the same system with the addition of an examination. Studying for the examination meant private study of the texts, often with the assistance of a written guide. Does this sound familiar? By the way, most cultures of this time did not consider much learning suitable for girls and women, since they were not expected to participate in public debate. How far we have come. Following the development of the printing press, books and their contents gradually became more accessible to a broader society, and knowledge was no longer an elite commodity. Knowledge became increasingly specialized. Mathematics and the sciences became more important. The Industrial Revolution brought with it a need for skilled and educated workers, and schooling changed to prepare the scholars for the world of work rather than for a place in society. In 1858, the University of London began providing exams for external study. This was the first true correspondence university where syllabi, texts, and past exam questions were sent to students, and students then had to pass an examination. Again, does this sound familiar? This was the first opportunity to obtain a higher education degree for women and racial minorities who were barred from higher education by political or personal circumstances. It was also very attractive to students already in the workplace who perhaps had no prior aspirations for post-secondary education to improve their qualifications and knowledge base, and hence to improve their economic status. Fast forward to the 20th century, when the two world wars ushered in modern distance education. Not only did the wars bring great destruction, devastation, and loss of life, but many of the survivors had been dislocated from their homes and communities and had missed several years of schooling. Unisa was founded in 1873 as the University of the Cape of Good Hope, becoming the University of South Africa in 1819. Unisa was the first public university in the world to teach exclusively by means of distance education. As an open university, Unisa was perhaps the only university in South Africa to have provided all people with access to education, irrespective of race, creed, or color, and has certainly made a considerable contribution to the increase in the equality of educational opportunity. With this said, to study at a distance is no easy task. It takes a special kind of person to have the dedication, discipline, loyalty, and commitment, and to make the necessary sacrifices to make it through. And each and every one of you have done that. This is of which you can all be proud. You've had to think for yourself, find solutions to problems on your own, and develop a constructive attitude to accomplish what you need to get done, that no student from a resident institution will be able to understand. They say that revenge is sweet, perhaps, but success is divine, and success is the reason that we are here this morning. There is plenty of advice I can leave you with to carry on your journey, but today I will leave you with just 4 of which I feel is the most important. Number 1, read everything, but don't believe everything you read. Just because an article is published by authors from a prominent institution doesn't mean that it holds water. This brings me to my second piece of advice. Number 2, always ask why. Why is such a powerful question. My colleagues here on the stage with me will agree when I tell you that none of us got us to where we are today by taking information as it stands. It's a simple question, yet deeply probing, confrontational, and accusational. This is the question that will allow you to keep learning. If you are asked why and you don't know the answer, be strong enough to say, I don't know, and go and find out. Albert Einstein once said, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Number 3, pass it on and continue the cycle of learning. It has been said that the best way to learn something is to teach it. Extend yourself in kindness to other human beings wherever you can. Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon.com, said, "It is harder to be kind than to be clever." Make sure that the speed and distance and anonymity of our world doesn't cause us to lose the ability to stand in someone else's shoes. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, number 4, always, always back up your hard drive. Congratulations, class of 2024. Congratulations to your family and friends. Good luck and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe Professor Johnstone deserves another firm round of applause. We want to thank you, Professor Johnstone, for sharing your insights with us. Not only was this message for the graduates, but for the entire audience. We thank you for reminding the graduates to be proud of their alma mater, the University of South Africa, and also your account regarding the evolution of university education, particularly along the distance modalities, was very insightful. And we appreciate your conclusion by giving the advisory to our graduates and by extension, the entire audience. Well done to you, and you are highly appreciated. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program. And I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Rashida Akabu for the degree of Doctoral Philosophy. I request the Supervisor, Prof. Maza, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. I understand that Prof. Maza is not here, so I will be reading it then. In a thesis entitled Optimization, Fabrication, and you must excuse me, it's not my field, black nanostructures, specialty, selective solar absorbers for high-temperature solar thermal applications by wet chemical etching. She succeeds in validating a cost-effective process for the fabrication of a temperatures for molybdenum oxide-based solar absorbers for the concentration solar power technologies. Following intensive theoretical and experimental investigations in addition to an optimization phase, she authenticates the possibility for fabricating cost-effective selective solar absorbers with high optimal absorption and low emissions in the VICE and IR spectrum range respectively. Her research project is in line with the global renewable energy focus and minimization of the continual CO2 footprint. Let us just give the colleagues time to sit. Where's your paper? Can we proceed? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Prof. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Rashida Akuba for the degree of doctoral philosophy. Prof. Maza was the supervisor. I will now read the confirmation of the student. In a thesis entitled Optimization and Fabrication of Molybdenum Black Nanostructures, Spectrally Selective Solar Absorbers for the high-temperature solar thermal applications by wet chemical etching, she succeeds in validating a cost-effective process for the fabrication of high-temperature molybdenum oxide-based solar absorbers for the concentrated solar power technologies. Following intensive theoretical and experimental investigation, in addition to an optimization phase, she authenticates the possibility of fabricating cost-effective solar absorbers with a high optimal absorption of low emissivity in the Weiss and IR spectrum range, respectively. Her research projects is in line with the global renewable energy and the minimization of the continual CO2 footprint. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor in requesting you to confer on Rashida Akuba the degree of Doctoral of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Rashida Akuba. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor in introducing to you Mbizwe Memunatu May for the Doctoral of Philosophy. I request the Supervisor, Prof. Nkumalu, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
Hi, Miss. In her thesis entitled Development of Magnetofluorescent GD-doped 136 quantum dot-based nanocomposite for the detection and removal of heavy metals in water, she investigated the fabrication of quantum dot nanocomposite materials with stable magnetic and fluorescence properties. She applied these materials in the fluorescence detection and the removal of heavy metals from industrial wastewater. Her results show the potential of these unique nanocomposite materials in pollutant sensing, detection, and their removal in water environments. She has made a valuable contribution to the body of knowledge in the field of material science. Her work has appeared in peer-reviewed journals. Her work was co-supervised by Professor A.K. Mishra and Dr. M.F. Bambo.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Mbizwe May the degree of Doctoral of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Besi Bambesiwe Memento May. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Samuel Muzungwini for the Doctoral of Philosophy. I request the Co-Supervisor, Prof. Cruiser, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled Examining Non-Adoption of Mobile Phone Technologies for Agricultural Activities by Smallholder Farmers in Zimbabwe, He investigates why many smallholder farmers in Zimbabwe do not use mobile phones for agricultural purposes. Qualitative techniques are used to analyze data collected from smallholder farmers, agricultural extension officers, telecommunication operators, and agricultural representatives to determine factors hindering smallholder farmers' adoption of mobile phones for agricultural purposes. He contributes to the field of information and communication technology for development by proposing a dynamic model for understanding the non-adoption of innovative technologies. He subsequently develops a framework for guiding the adoption and implementation of mobile phones for smallholder agricultural development in Zimbabwe. The thesis was supervised as a primary supervisor by Professor I.J. van Zyl. Mr. Musungwini also published a number of peer-reviewed papers and articles from his thesis.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer on Samuel Musungwini the degree of doctoral in philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Samuel Musungwini. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to introduce to you Tanyani Chauke for the degree of Doctoral in Philosophy. I request the Supervisor, Prof. F.K. Mulenga, to read the citation in support of conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled Implicit Modeling of Geometallurgical Parameters for Application in Mine Planning, he investigated the potential of implicit modeling techniques to allow the inclusion of geometallurgical parameters in mine planning. He used generative adversarial network models to generate synthetic geometallurgical data on ore grades, rock breakage, and rock quality. He then compared the implicitly produced results to grade tonnage curves and resource estimations obtained through traditional geometallurgical methods. Consequently, he was able to demonstrate that implicit modeling can be extended to include geometallurgical parameters. His doctoral study makes a valuable contribution towards realistic, accurate, and efficient mine planning algorithms for the benefit of the mining industry. Mr. Tiani Chauke is a staff member in the Department of Mining Engineering. He is also the first of Unisa to be conferred a doctorate degree specializing in mining geostatistics.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to request you to confer on Tawani Chauke the degree of Doctoral in Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Diane Chauke.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to introduce to you Vutuali Carol Madanda for the degree in Doctoral in Philosophy. I request the Supervisor, Prof. F.K. Mulenga, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
Tunnels are designed to maintain a stable profile throughout their service life. In her thesis entitled Appraisal of the Stability of a Road Tunnel based on Microfracture Distribution and Total Displacement of the Rock Mass, She investigated the effects of surrounding rock mass fracturing on the stability of tunnels. She then developed a predictive model of fracturing using data collected from the Hendrik Vervoet Tunnel in the Limpopo province. According to her model, she was able to show that in shallow tunnels, middle zones experience little fracturing, whereas zones around the entrance points are highly fractured. Her original model represents a valuable contribution to the scientific determination of the type and thickness of the lining supports needed inside road tunnels. Mrs. Wutari Carol Madanda is a member of staff in the Department of Mining Engineering. She is the first female to be conferred a doctorate degree specializing in rock engineering and rock tunneling.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request to you to confer on Vitali Carol Madanda the degree of doctoral in philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Vitali Carol Madanda. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Master of Education.
Are these all names? Yes.
Fanyana Kababa Bekisisa Mangena. Olufemi David Naye.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Olowasei Adineke Idowi received the degree of Master of Science in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I would like to present to you the following Masters of Science qualifications. Cecilwe Lidinwe Ngwenya receives the degree Master of Science in College of Science, Engineering and Technology. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I would like to present to you the Engineering qualification, and the student is Vimbanje Mercy Chakachanka receives the Masters of Engineering. The degree was obtained distinction. She deserves another round of applause. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I would like to present to you the B.Eng Tech Honours qualification on Leroti Richard Mukuna. He receives the degree of Bachelor of Engineering Technology Honours.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours. Motswale Grace Podile. Omar Mohamed Aham. Gloria Naledi Ligwale, the candidate obtained the degree with distinction. Eunice Mashava. Tipa John Masoha. Tebuho Margaret Mpese. Itai Mutongi. Zakirahi Shaik.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Education. Maipato Maureen Banza. Joyce Tebuho Botata. Ntsakeleng Buthelezi. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Andile Songeleni Buthelezi receives the degree with distinction. Nontantla Constance Chauke. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Constance Chisaka receives a degree with distinction. Mojakhomu Donald Chwenyane. Mabanyani Daina Choma. Sibongile Jennifer Dladla. All right. Ntobizodwa Winnie Gianni. Kanyisile Duma. Ntombifuthi Pinky Dumisa. Sizophila Gambu. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Alexandra Grossman receives the degree with distinction. Prudence Nomasonto Gwebu. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Ntabeleng Margaret Kwatelo receives the degree with distinction. Samuel Kihomuditswe Kotsedi. Sunai Kin. Queen Lebogang Libya. Grazia Makanana Lebogo. Matsidiso Felicity Kaila Lekele. Kanti Hlapogadi Lekwana. Yes. Miriam Mapule Lerumo. Khongwane Thrifina Letuba. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Sakile Lubisi receives the degree with distinction. Mamot Joka Benis Mabia. Mr. Vice Chancellor, Ukhalaleseng Adolia, yes? Makakwe received the degree with distinction. Antoinette Tinswalo Madiba. Pabalelo Upumutilelingwe Madimeja. Nomalungelo Happiness Madonsela. Tabiso Mahoma. Hiksonia Guguletu Mahlangu. JC Tandiwe Mahlangu. Kosi Mahlatsi Mahlangu. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Princess Nolwazi Mahlangu receives the degree with distinction. Tando Leticia Mahlangu. Tiwani zethu Mahlangu, Tlangelani Clarence Mahlaule, Mantwa Louisa Mailula, Malatsi Lionel Makhubele, Tinyiko Maluleke, Tsakani Priti Maluleke, Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Lebogang Madumani receives a degree with distinction. Lesego Mamba, Lekhale Belinda Mangena, Fariso Mapaha, Martha Tembi Mashaba, Nico Mashandule, Lina Queen Masilela, Vanessa Matebula, Solofelo Matumba, Lerato Valesias Matsunyani. Yes. Cindy Swa Mayana. Happy Doria Maisa. Mr. Vice Chancellor, Nonkululeko Pretty Rose Mbata receives the degree with distinction. Nosipho Laura Mbele, Zamantuli Minentle Charity Mbele, Bathabile Fortunate Mbense, okay. Nosipho Lady Peace Mkhunu, Sizakele Betty Mdluli, sorry. Umphimezi Charlotte Minyatswe, Zoleka Mfama, Anele Paula Laurentia Mwashu, Elizabeth Sarah Mhlanga, Mr. Vice Chancellor, Nosihle Florence Mhlanga receives this degree with distinction. Ngwana. Tsakani Mhlongo. Anelisa Mhlungulwana. Ntantla Amogelang Mkhwanazi. Jacqueline Zanele Mkwai. Ameliwe Mlobedi. Sinethemba Mngube. Lebohang Irene Mnguni. Mathobela Elizabeth Mudishani. Sfiso, all right. Sfiso Ian Mujaji. Mamuia Mamuhula. Tato Ntwaki Mkhoshani. Lerato Cynthia Mukatsanyani. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Ntabiseng Happiness Mukwena receives this degree with distinction. Khaugelo Jeanette Molala. Lucy Moseviadi Molepo. Motsabi Elizabeth Muluti. Mapula Rivonia Monaring. Libang Ana Mosidame. Christine Umpimezi Mpai. Kamogelo Happy Mporo. Zandile Eunice Msipa. Shebakwa. Lihle Neliswa Mthembu. Cassandra Mtetwa. Okay. Mpiwe Promise Mtetwa. Nontantla Prudence Mthombeni. Sebastian Mtileni. Lungile Gugu Mchali. Annelisa Octavia Mtsotso. Portia Mureru. Lindokuhle Iva Mvundla. Witness Sinentantla Mieni. Yes, yes. Tsholofelo nage. Ngwana. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Xolela Ndindwa obtains this degree with distinction. Aphiwe Phosha Ndlovu. Thandile Phelokazi Ndiyalvani. Rendani Petronella Nemathema. Nda Mwerezi Neshituni. Precious Ngobeni. Matimu Frida Ngobeni. Quinessa Khutso Nkadimeng. Martha Caroline Nkosi. Nomalungele Kwanele Nkosi. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Pelagazi Nonkonyana receives this degree, ka distinction. Nombulelo Ngabeni. Ndileka Monica Ntozini. Swakile Pel Ntuli. Victor Nyirenda. Miriam Solofelo Phiri. Mapenya Peter Phukubye. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Michael Hermanas Peters receives the degree with distinction. Mashianuke Kabelo Podile. Nonkululeko Gloria Kwabe. Duguletu Millicent Khadebe. Tsulufelo Philippine Ramala. Musibudi Brenzi Ramusibudi. Yes. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Naledi Stella Rampagu receives this degree ka distinction. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Mweketsi Simon Rapolaki receives this degree ka distinction. Lungile Rikhotso. Mokhohlwe Disego Segapu. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Nomakhosi Sekano receives the degree with distinction. Dimakatso, Joanna Sekgobela. Koketso Peladi Sitsiba. Yes. Ella Solani Shabalala Mshengu. Muele Glenda Shai. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Nuluyolo Octavia Sibinjana received the degree ka distinction. Itumeleng Sibia. Nontobeko Nonkuduleko Sibia. Hilda Salmino Siko. Rose Skosana. Nukuzola Sandy Skosana. Nomfundo Precious Skosana. Pretty Hlobisile Skosana. Ephraimina Tseole Sprenkan, yes. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Simone Talliard receives this degree with distinction. Portia Travel. Mavis Mabusha Toka. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Paris Tulare receives this degree with distinction. Lesego Miriam Tladinyane. Kineilwe Tankanyani. Right. Tamelo Nelly Tlapi. Yes. Namunamune Ntantla Chili. Refilwe Jemina Tsulu. Ntombentle Velemina Twala. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Israel Dlayan Ubise received the degree with distinction. Tozama Vetfoot. Wandile Joseph Kuma. Yolanda Yengwa. Joanna Zita. Regina Diana Mageza. Priscilla Ntombentle Dlamini. Thandi Victoria Dlamini. Machine Catherine Magoro. Yes. Yes. Mayana Mahomani. Mamuru Mishka Maunatala. Mpo Marceline Mukheti. Thank you. Ke khumuditswe Gertrude Tlotleng. Safia Mohammed Daley. Lindeka Hlutwa. Neo Iris Kekana. Iris way. Eunice Kumalo. Thank you. Snotando Immaculate Manana. Kiriboni Maleme Ellen Mashiru. Minentle Nzuza. Clearance Khadebe. Yes. Mikael Sugraj. Rainet Matlo Anuku Monati.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science in College Science, Engineering and Technology. Cloud Jacobus Botha, degree obtained with distinction. Dylan Richard Crosshall, degree obtained with distinction. New Shady Diane. Peter Juno Jr. de Roba. Sorry? Chabeleke Francina Kekana. Gabriel Tsuvile Bozai. Sorry. Ben Philip Levine. Nokutuko Zo Mbili. Melody Mgwenya. Enslan Jaden Parsman. Clinton Pillay. Chaditsky Rakundzwana. Pulane Ralepe. Kylan Ramesh. Ivan Lulu Setswe. Lenduleke Felicia Tibane. Michael Anthony Williams. Tatu Apane. Nikozidnati Fukadi. Letu Sophie Maswining. Raymond Pick. You must just look to the front. Mpu Alex Chalala. Just like this. Letwaba Siweu. Finished.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Science in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Mapule Josephine Libutsa. Ruben Luz. Okay. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Agriculture. Kerisha Kalpasad. Litabo Johanna Maliti. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now be introduced to you. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Mujaji Vali Maruta. Ntebolang Quiet Mahoji. Is it correct? Is it correct? Yes. Okay. Puti Salome Mpela. Tobile Priscilla Msibi. Pokisho Lawrence Rakate.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Leketsang Chilwane. Tsakani Chilwane, diploma obtained with distinction. Andile Sinagugu Dube, diploma obtained with distinction. Haylene Fletcher van der Westhuizen, diploma obtained with distinction. Brenda Glachwayo, diploma obtained with distinction. Diolinda Maria Helena Kanyani. Kelobogile Mavis Maeko. Makwele Mercy Mankwe. Izile Mapikwana, diploma obtained with distinction. Sibusiso Theodore Matrose. Portia Metsieme, diploma obtained with distinction. Julia Mantoleng Mkwanazi, diploma obtained with distinction. Morakane Jane Mpehla, diploma obtained with distinction. Bapindile Zamadingiswayo Zinhle Mtetswa, diploma obtained with distinction. Zamazidwe Precious Princess Ndwandwe. Lisa Nobaza. Mochiwa Matsia Pakati, diploma obtained with distinction. Taboho Memory Pokane. Mahlatsi Ramohala. Johanna Palesa Selepe, diploma obtained with distinction.
Okay. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, Amos Intuli receives the diploma in the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received a diploma in the College of Science, Engineering and Technology. Chadwin Isaac Crouch. Ntabising Diku. Bronwyn Jane Creer. Lozu Sefamande Nkabadinde. Andile Brian Ntaka. Ruwain Samuel Rungsamai. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received a national diploma. Isabella Elizabeth Boshoff. Sifwe Dlamini. Bradley Gordon. Daniel Karel Gideon Grobler. Delisile Ferry Lady Schlagwai. Sifiwe Luoi. Daimua Kanye. Dumisani Koza. Jabulani Lucas Koza. Damon Musiking Shingi Kwaipa. Tapelo Letuana. Cajuelas Salumi Letuaba. Thank you. Surfiwa Luriri. Harvey Asani Mabaza. Tulari Francis Mabena. Gracia Mabunda. Tersila Uril Mashibe. Ulazani Precious Manacha. Louisa Kutkacha Mupatwa Wame. Babalelu Lesalane Mashabela. Just look to the front. Look to the front. Rindani Senator Mwenana. 5 Petronella Mklangu. Zanele Nyake. Kopolong Selepe Muketsane. Bouvert Piana Nkwadi. Honest Mudadigwa. Charlotte Mukatuni. Lindile Justice Lindukwai Ndabene. Tavanda Nderuma. Young one Martina Hilda Patlane. Pieter Stefanus Rousseau. Chiwela Virginia Sibandela. Evans Tabutau. Cedric Grindani Tubana. Raymond van die Kerk. Stefanus van Skalkwijk, diploma obtained with distinction.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe the graduates deserve a thunderous applause. Now, seated there, I was actually doing an assessment of the audience behavior. I actually wanted to give you as the audience 9 out of 10. But you clapped hands before I finished. But because of people who came late, who interrupted the proceedings by their lateness, I will give you 3 out of 10. On behalf of the Chancellor of our university, President Thabo Mbeki, the Principal and Vice Chancellor, Professor Pulenle Ngabula, the Council of the University, chaired by Dr. Den Mosia, we would want to express our unreserved congratulations to each and every one of you, the graduates of Unisa. You have done well, and you deserve to be pampered, to be lavished with all the praises. If I had the powers, I would actually extend the day so that you can enjoy this graduation fully, for it is signaling a form of transformation in your life. Well done to you, and of course we want to extend our appreciation once more to the parents, the spouses, the friends, and the members of the relatives of the graduates for the roles that they would have played in supporting our graduates up until this end. Now that you have graduated, you join a sector of very few people in our country and in the continent who have completed tertiary education. There are few people, very few, who would have completed a qualification at a higher education institution such as ours. Now, whilst this is being mentioned, it is not a pleasant development for anyone to contemplate about, because ordinarily we would expect that more and more people would access tertiary education. But the reality that pertains in our country and our continent by extension results in very few people completing higher education. Now, this observation places an added responsibility on you and me, those of us who have had the privilege of completing a qualification at a higher education institution. the responsibility that is placed on us is that there are many people who would have desired to have the privilege accorded to you, but for reasons beyond their means, in many instances, they could not realize that. Is it not possible that you can become an agent of change, armed with the knowledge and the skills you have amassed over your period of study? Wherever you occur, is it not possible for you to agitate for transformation? Transformation which will enable more people to access higher education. For countries that are doing well economically, when you look at the profile of people who are educated in those countries, you would realize that they register significant percentages compared to our contexts. It is for this reason that we want to implore you as a Unisa graduate to assist us that beyond this graduation, you become an agent of change. You become someone who is actually contributing meaningfully towards the advancement of the country and the continent as a whole. I recently looked at the stats as presented by the statistician general Ntate Risenga Maluleke. He indicates in his report that in the 30 years of the democratic South Africa, there are noticeable improvements. Improvements at the level of individuals who complete secondary education. Of course, he also indicates that there are noticeable improvements in the area of people accessing higher education. Those are appreciated. However, the report demonstrates a serious need at the level of people who complete qualifications at the level of master's and doctoral degrees. Now, that being said, I want to ask you, you who would have completed the diploma, the bachelor's degree, as well as the honors degree, please make a concerted effort within means possible to you to register for a master's degree. Yes, we have realized some gains, though they are still relatively low, but we have registered some gains. It would be better if we even improve on the level of people who possess master's and doctoral degrees. For countries that are doing well economically, have greater percentage of the educated people having doctoral degrees, and that's why we are falling short. As we send you out to the world, we want to ask you, to plead with you, to be good ambassadors of our university, our country, and our continent. Go out there and do good. But good is not the end point. James Collins wrote a book entitled Good to Great. He actually contends that good is the enemy of greatness. Yes, you have done good, you have completed your degree, but that is not the end point. You need to propel yourself to a state of greatness. Now, how is greatness attained? That is the question that arises. Yes, you have done good. We have been congratulating you. But James Collins says, that is not all. You have to make an effort to catapult yourself to a state of greatness. Rob Wilkins and Bill Hybels, they contend in their book entitled Descending into Greatness, that you attain greatness by descending and not ascending. Now you would know that ordinarily you would expect greatness to be attained by ascending. But they put it differently, and they say, if you want greatness, you must descend. You must reach the ground and touch base with the ground. You must be a person of good service to ordinary people if you want greatness. And our forebears cautioned against this notion of greatness being attained through ascending. They declared that no, hai rakalala hodimo ho ya tlase ke ga yona. And they say o se bone no go rakalala godimo ho ya tlase ke ga yona. That simply means even if a vulture can fly high and enjoy the expanse of the sky, it will come down. Clothe yourself as you ascend the academic ladder, as you progress in life, because the qualification you possess will give you privileges over other people. But as and when you progress, as and when you succeed in life, clothe yourself with humility. Be a ground-directed person, not only an upward-directed person. And that will actually usher you into greatness. May I at this stage request Dr. Akoba, Dr. May, Dr. Musungwini, Dr. Chauke, and Dr. Madanda to rise. Many congratulations to you to reach this level of education. A doctoral degree is the apex formal qualification that any university globally would offer. There is no degree beyond the doctoral degree. But with that, I want to take leave from the sentiments expressed by Professor Johnston when she said, beyond your graduation, read everything. Even if you have attained this level of education, make sure that you continue to inform yourself by reading. People are looking at you with aspiration. The doctoral title is a lofty title that is respected globally. And they want you to give them solutions regardless of your disciplinary orientation. Some of them will be thinking that you are a medical doctor. They'll come to you and complain about their headaches and their stomach cramps, etc. Inform yourself beyond the confines of your disciplinary orientation. Many congratulations to you. You have set a very good example to these colleagues that are seated behind you. And our desire is that we could have more people who attain doctoral degrees. Enjoy the privileges that are attached to this lofty title. And as a university, would want to invite you to be close to us. I've taken note that 2 or so of you are staff members, but those who are not staff members, it is desirable that in one way or another, you can continue to play a role within this organization. We have academic associates. These are suitably credentialed people who associate with this organization. Regardless of where they are, they continue to do research and to do some work for the organization. And would want to invite you to touch base with your supervisors to find space as to how you could contribute towards the advancement of our organization. Congratulations to you. You may be seated. I know that colleagues who obtained their bachelor's degrees and etc., they are complaining and say, why did you not ask us to rise? I've done it deliberately because I want you to reach this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of South Africa is a university that has opened its doors wider than any other institution in the country to permit access to education. Now, in doing so, it also accommodates individuals who ordinarily would not afford to attain tertiary education. because tertiary education, by its nature, is expensive. When you look at the costs related to our qualifications, they are priced lowly. You would say they are cheap. And that is deliberate, to keep the costs very low so that we can have more of our people accessing higher education. We offer good education, quality education. You have heard when they were reading the validations of these doctoral candidates. They have already published their work in international journals that are recognized. So their work is actually being referenced in other works that are happening in other parts of the world. That's good education. The standard is very good. But we are keeping the cost very low deliberately to open the doors wider. The same qualification, when you go to other universities, it's quite expensive. Now, there are more and more of our people, about 175,000 students at Unisa, are dependent on NSFAS. Now, that gives you the picture, and it is not so in other universities in the country, to have 175,000 students depending on NSFAS. So the need is very huge. Now we want to solicit your support, if you are able, to make a contribution to the Unisa Bursary Fund. And this fund assists us to support students who are in need. The Bursary Fund details are accessible from our website, which is www.unisa.ac.za. So if you are able to make a contribution, please access the details of our Bursary Fund from the Unisa website. Ladies and gentlemen, after this announcement, I would like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are to be found on page 25 of the program, and to remain standing after the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation. You are also requested to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. Please stand. By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.